On September 20th, 1968, the pilot episode of the crime show Hawaii Five-O was aired. On the same date, 48 years later, the pilot episode of a series by the same name aired. This new Hawaii Five-O is not a remake of the original series, but the two shows do have things in common. There are many elements in the new Hawaii Five-O that are similar to the original, as well as many elements that differ. Today, I will bring some of those similarities and differences to light. Let's start off with the differences. One difference is that the original Hawaii Five-O is spelled with the letter O, but the new version is spelled with a zero. It's still pronounced the same, but the spelling is different. One of the major differences is the actual members of the Five-O task force. The main characters in the original task force were all male: Steve McGarrett, Danny Williams, Chin Ho, and Kono Kalakaua. The new task force kept all of the same names, but there was one major change. Kono is now a woman. The new task force is different as well. The original Five-O was a state police unit that assisted the local police, but the new Five-O is federalized and does quite a bit more than just assist. Another difference is the governor of Hawaii, who in both shows appointed Steve McGarrett leader of Five-O. The original Hawaii Five-O's governor was Paul Jameson, a male, but the new version's governor was Patricia Jameson, a female. Another notable difference is that in the original Hawaii Five-O, Danny Williams had more of a supportive role to Steve McGarrett, while in the new version, Danny is more on equal footing with Steve, being his partner. Another difference is that in the original Hawaii Five-O, Danny could surf, while in the reboot, Danny does not like to go in the ocean at all. Also in the original, Danny served in the U.S. military, while in the new Hawaii Five-O, Danny has not yet served. A minor difference between the two shows is Steve and Danny's wardrobe. In the original, the task force members all wore relaxed and laid-back clothing, while Steve wore suits and ties for the majority of the show. In the new Hawaii Five-O, Danny is the odd one out by wearing a dress shirt and tie, while the rest of Five-O wears island clothing. The next difference is the title sequences. The 2010 Hawaii Five-O title sequence contained clips from the 1968 Hawaii Five-O one, but also adds new scenes with the new characters and actors. Now I will mention the similarities. The most obvious similarity is the fact that both shows have the same name. A similarity that isn't quite as obvious is that in the new Hawaii Five-O, the 1974 Mercury Marquis that Steve fixes up is the same exact car that the old Hawaii Five-O's Steve McGarrett drove. Another similarity is actually an entire episode. An episode of the new Hawaii Five-O, titled Hookman, is based on the episode of the original Hawaii Five-O with the same name. Other than the new episode being more modern and with original locations, the two episodes are very similar. Another thing that is similar between the two is the quote, "Book 'em, Dano." This is an iconic phrase from the original Hawaii Five-O, and it is used frequently in the new Hawaii Five-O. This phrase is used in the new Hawaii Five-O when Steve and Danny catch suspects and are in the process of arresting them. Another similarity is that the main villain in both shows is named Wo Fat. Wo Fat is a big part of the overall plot in both shows. Also in both shows, Danny helped coach a youth baseball team in his spare time. Yet another similarity is the character August March. In the original, August is a smuggler that tries to frame McGarrett. In the new Hawaii Five-O, August is the same exact smuggler, just older and released from jail. In fact, a lot of the smaller actors in the original Hawaii Five-O make guest appearances or cameos in the new Hawaii Five-O. Another similarity is that in both shows, Steve McGarrett has a sister, Mary. The last similarity I will touch on is that both series were and are filmed in Hawaii. The Hawaiian scenery is a major part of both shows. Even though the current Hawaii Five-O differs in many ways from the original, they also have many elements in common. The new Hawaii Five-O is not a remake, but it comes pretty close, being a reboot. To some, the new Hawaii Five-O is too much like the original, but others think that there should be a stronger link between the two. I believe that there's a balance, but you can decide what you think based on the examples of differences and similarities that I have provided you with today. Thank you.